Hey, what's up, Gale Dog? I saw you got a new Streets of Rage 2 world record. Congrats, man. Oh man, that sucks. I need to get back and do another Devil's Dare speedrun. I actually kind of halfway optimized that game. I just kind of stopped playing it. Now that I have better internet, probably do a speedrun of that pretty soon. Honestly, I'm surprised you don't play this game. Like, there's some classes in this game that are like right up your alley. You should check it out if you haven't. It's free. You don't really need a supercomputer to play this game. This class that I'm playing right now is one you'd probably like. Well, I hope you're aware this game, you can't play it all day. You're limited to how much you can play daily. And the only way that you can play longer is if you buy potions to give you a little more time, which is usually only amounts to like 20-30 minutes more, or you can make another character. But If you only play one character on this game, you can't play all day. This game is pretty friendly to people who don't have a lot of time, provided you don't try to juggle like, 5 characters a day or something, and then at that case you would be playing all day. But if you just make like 1 or 2 characters, you can finish in like, I'd say 2-3 hours. That's like playing by yourself too. This is like as close as you'll get to like a modern beat 'em up. Yeah, this is one of the most popular, I don't know if you can call it poverty, but like niche MMOs out there. Simply because there's not really a whole lot of games that play like it. Murph is a big DFO fan. I'm sure that's probably who you've seen playing it. Yeah. Well, you know how the suffering for beat 'em up fans. You don't exactly have a wide range of games to choose from if you're into this kind of genre. You're lucky to get one new beat 'em up a year. Like last year was like Devil's Dare. What else? Phantom Breaker Battlegrounds came out on PC. That's like pretty much it. You had like a whopping like 2 games to choose from if you want a recent beat 'em up. That's why everybody's playing this. I think that the success of this game makes the fact that there hasn't been a new Streets of Rage game in 20 years make even less sense. Because this game makes tons of money, especially in most parts of Asia, China, and Japan especially. Like, this game is like a virtual gold mine, and I think it's crazy that like none of the Japanese developers that have made like classic beat 'em ups in the past have even like attempted to capitalize on it. They could put up like a cheap like Final Fight Online, advertise it, make sure it runs on a toaster, and probably wouldn't do too bad. I mean, people play this game like crazy. The coolest thing about this game, the reason why it's so successful, is A, it'll run on a computer that's like 10 years old, and B, the classes add a lot of variety to the game. Like, this class that I'm playing right now is probably one of the most characters closest to what would be in like a modern, you know, like this decade beat 'em up. But there's others that are just like kind of like standard MMO like hotkey cycling combat. So the people like me, you know, or you, who like you know, just old school beat 'em ups, you can play as this character. If you want to just stand back and, you know, spam support skills or something, you can do that too. I think if they revisited, they could make something good, but for some reason they're just too scared to do it. I mean, it's not really a strong IP outside of, like, you know, aging 90s kids like me who would, you know, buy that shit like day one. But they wouldn't have to make it like a full price, like, AAA, you know, title. It could just be like a $15 game like Castle Crashers. If it had like good online and good gameplay, people would buy that. But they're too stubborn to do anything like that. I don't think beat 'em ups are very expensive to make. Unless you go all out on, like, you know, HD sprites or something, but almost nobody does HD sprites. They could easily just do it 3D. Hey, what's up, Will? Now you can actually, like, see what I'm doing when I stream, because I have better internet now. Although you don't really need crazy internet to have a good stream for this game. You know what's bad about them porting their licensed games is that the license runs out and then the game is gone. That's what doesn't make any sense to me. Like, I remember when they released the you know, the classic 90s Konami X-Men beat 'em up, and then like 2 years later it was delisted. So like in like less than like 3 years it was already like erased from existence. Like, you think it would make more sense to port one of the beat 'em ups that they actually own all the property to. then they would have like free reign over it instead of just putting it up for like a year and a half and trying to suck as much money as possible. The whole Marvel vs. Capcom game series is the same way too. Ultimate only came out like 4 years ago and it got delisted like 3 years in. I need about 14 more percent to get to the next level. Three different palette swaps? Huh. Well, that set was really easy to craft. It only took like half an hour to make. It wasn't too hard at all. Just needed to do 2 runs of that mission. I had an easier time crafting that 9 rank set than the 8 rank one that I had half of. Must be like 8% more, so 3 more runs of this. Yes, this is the best class for people who grew up playing beat 'em ups. In my opinion. It's pretty much like Axel from Streets of Rage. Just more modernized. The cancels and stuff. Especially with that second awakening, they get a lot better. That's why I've been focusing on this guy. Who knows when they're going to put that out on this version, though, because they're doing the updates out of order. They gave us like a weird, like, patchwork mutant version of the game, pretty much. It's missing some key features. You know, hopefully after this beta phase they put that in. Because right now there's no end game. You can't do any of the end game dungeons. So once you hit 70, all there really is to do is the Tower of Despair. I just barely did that one without losing a coin. Alright, one more will do it. Wow, it's being really nice to me with the helm seals. Gonna awaken my rogue after this. Maybe not today. There we go. So I've got like a month to hit 70 on this character. There's not really anything else coming out this month that I'm going to be buying, so it's probably a good month to do it. And it's just a matter of waiting on them to add the time gate arc of the game. And the Second Awakening, which will probably be two separate patches. No, some of these are junk. Need the ones that are level 60. Right. These are all trash. I was hoping I had some 60s so that I could fuse them, but I'm just gonna put these up. Is that really how much that goes for? I doubt it. Hello. Do you mean white noise? Like a washing machine running or the fan on? Because that's what white noise is. A repetitive background sound that you find relaxing. I'm using a PS4 controller. I played this game on a PS2 controller for years and years and years, but I upgraded back in March because now it's really easy to get a PS4 controller running on a computer, and without all the spyware crap that Motion Enjoy has. This controller, it's way better than the DualShock 3. I consider that be the worst PlayStation controller. If you want to get it working with Xpadder, you have to run Xpadder in administrator mode. Otherwise the game won't remap the inputs. That's how all these games are because of the anti-hacking software they use. I ran into the same problem when I tried to play Closers a couple months ago. Sure you remember that 2 or 3 weeks I did videos for that game. I hated the keyboard controls. And until I ran Xpadder Administrator, it didn't pick it up. This guy's a beast. You want to know why he's a beast? Right now, he has his own unique sprite. But later on in the game, 10 levels after you meet him, when you get to the Blood Sands, and he actually joins your party, he just turns into an edited gunner sprite. He's one of the NPCs that has, 2 sprites. They didn't want to make, unique animations for this sprite, so they just, gave him avatars to look like this character. I played this game on keyboard for a half hour, and I decided I was done. That was all it took. I'm alright, I don't care what it takes, I'm gonna play this with a controller. I hate playing these games on keyboard. Yeah, it used to be really impractical to play this game on a controller, actually. It wasn't until like 4 or 5 years ago when they added the ability to remap the inputs for all the moves. Like, before they added that update, you were pretty much at a disadvantage against a keyboard player. Because some of the inputs they had for those moves were like really impractical. But now I have everything set as simple as possible, and that's how I'm able to compete with people who play on a controller or on a keyboard. Now, Closers, that game is not gamepad friendly at all. At least not right now. I haven't played it in a couple months, but there were no custom move inputs in that game at all, so you had to have everything mapped onto a slot on your controller, which in that game meant you had to use like the analog sticks for all your slots. This is really impractical.
전투 준비.
We need 5 more quest drops. There we go. So that's the new level 60 EX move. Looks a lot better than the old one. Can't wait to get that. Right now I'm kind of just doing content I've done 1,000 times over. How many helms do I have? 48. I won't have to spend much on the rogue then. Here come the APCs. I hate this room. What? Okay. Alright, my roommate has to disconnect the cable, so I'll be back in a few minutes.